What's going on, guys? Dark here with a review for the Series 2 McFarlane price figure. So, a little bit of time during the quarantine, I figured might as well knock it out. I'm not really a review guy, but might as well start doing that. I don't really pick too many figures up, just based on, I like certain concepts, and then I'll go based from there. But I had a real liking for this figure as well as the other part of, the Ghost figure from Series 2 as well. So, be going through a couple of different things from that, and then of course a couple of different customs, so you'll see a little bit more of those as we go along, maybe some of the Halo Reach customs. I'm starting to get back into the whole thing, so it'll be good. So of course, he doesn't exactly have the same weaponry that he came with, so let me just get rid of this. Of course, the reason that I'm using the G36, the cousin to the original Kilo 141 or the H&K 433, and of course just a little cigar. Put those aside. And what he actually did come with, of course, is the Kilo 141. You can see the little Union Jack symbol here, and of course the red dot and everything that's available. So the reason that I don't use my original gun for price is just I've got a lot of other figures. I made a chest rig for a different custom as well, which uses the rifle, so I'm just I'll go ahead and put that one off to the side. And then of course it comes with the stand. Not a big fan of the stand. It is a nice one. It's just nice flat black with the Call of Duty symbol, or the lettering rather, but it's just if I can make my figure stand up normally, just where it is, that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So, but it is a nice one, of course. Just going into the detail on the actual figure himself, he does have like the little, I believe that's a walkie-talkie up in the corner of the shoulder here, the Union Jack symbol, just different magazines and a couple pistol mags here on the side. Of course there could be more paint detail, but like the black wash that's been done on here and just the texturizing that's been done on the pants, it just looks really well. Even just like the silver on the watch. I mean, all of the McFarlane figures, they always do really well as far as detailing and things like that, but this was really the only one that I was interested in prior to the surprise figure coming out. And then as soon as I got my hands on Ghost, of course, for different customs and things like that, that was pretty interesting. So but of course, maybe I'll go into the articulation. So he's got the ball jointed head, the double, I think he's got like a butterfly joint in the inside of the shoulder, as well as just like the hinge, and then the ball joint, and then he's got a swivel, the bicep, and then 2 joints in the elbow, a little stiff, and then which does end up getting pretty good range of motion. If I bend this here, he'll end up touching his neck. I'm super close to the camera, sorry guys. And then double jointed knee, really good motion on that one as well. I'm not trying to force it right now. The McFarlane figures, they're a little rough, stiff, and I prefer it that way. It makes my joints stay longer, so I don't really have to replace my figures. Hinge in the hip, as well as it moving forward and back. Back not really so much, but forward it does go pretty well. The waist is nice and fluid, ball hinge. I think it's a double, could just be a single. It goes back really far, not so much forward. The ankle, same thing, it's a ratcheting, ball hinge. Maybe it's just a ball peg. Yeah, it's a ball peg. And then just the hinge here on the toe hinge. But yeah, just like I said, bored, locked up in the house pretty much as of right now, so I'm just waiting till a couple more pieces come in to complete the Ghost custom, or one of the Ghost customs, and then of course moving on to different figures and things like that. I have the shoulder the right way? that not coming down proper? I guess just coming down doesn't work all the best, but of course, let me go ahead and situate him proper. And then do a second look at the customs. And the reason that I chose him, I liked the articulation, I liked the base figure. I was actually considering using him for a Vendetta Chris Redfield, but I haven't quite made up my decision on that. I'm just getting back into my painting. It's been very, very many years since I've been doing things like that, so I'm trying to perfect before I start working onto the white pants. I gotta make sure that it washes correctly. I'm not even sure if that's what I want to go for, so we'll see. But little cigar, don't want to lose that. Up there on the top of this finger, and then just bring it up. It's like he was in the trailer. So you can rest back here. Just a sec. And if you've seen the other one, you've already gotten a glimpse at old Bruce Wayne here. This is the Batfleck Mafex Nightmare Batman. I used the head on that. And then my Midas-ish custom. This is the one that I ended up using Shay Cormac, I believe, his chest rig, or his little harness that goes on there. That way I can get like a little radio thing on the back here and a little hook. I don't quite remember how I got that to function, but maybe if a couple of you guys were interested, I could show you. All I did really was I took the webbing from his Templar, like what wrapped around for the sword, clipped it off here in the center, and then took a flashlight key ring, one that rotates. And then I just, of course, attached the sling, like the leather sling from a different figure, and attached to the kilo. So, little custom there. And then, of course, the base Simon, or the reboot. But of course, more videos on the way. So, just trying to do a little bit of review, show the reason why I chose this figure in particular, and then the different things that you can do with it, and then just different accessories that are going to go alongside it, and what you may be able to do with your own brain. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Please stay safe with everything going on right now. You guys have a good one.